everybody, get ready for a kill fest. Do you think your fucking fans understand what's about to go on?
Well, you've been on the show before.
Yeah, but dude, that was before.
We're in. We are in.
Can I leave?
JJ.
JJ's already getting annoying.
JJ's been on the
fucking
show loads of times.
abrasive.
JJ is man of the people. How's that angle? Is that a good angle?
Yeah.
I'll do.
It's great. And I just had a Zin, so this is...
You're chewing on Zin like a gum, are you? Fucking
Not right now.
I accidentally bit down on it the other day.
Oh, with the
I think it
burst?
was food that fat
No, you know what it is? No, I tried to eat something.
I get it.
Dude, I tried to eat something with one in my mouth, and somehow it got in the mix of the food, and I was like...
Yeah. I was like, that first ever Zin I took, I was like, all right, that's not bad. Swig of beer, straight down the gullet. Straight down. Dude, I had like nightmares and shit all night.
Yeah, you get sick from that.
Yeah, I was getting chased by a piano or something fucking insane, you know what I mean?
Was it playing something?
Huh?
Was there music?
Yeah. It was fucking... They're not like us. They're not like us.
I don't know.
Mustard on the beat, yo.
I don't know much about music.
No, JJ just got into music.
I don't think you know much about nothing.
I just found out about, who was it? The Killers about 6 months ago.
Biggest band in the world.
You can read my R's.
Oh my God, they're fucking awesome. What's the other band that I just found out about?
Tragically Hip.
Tragically Hip. But do you know
Tragically Hip? Never even heard of
Canadian
them.
Big Canadian band.
They're
Oh, yeah.
great.
They don't count. They don't count.
I'll tell you what I did just watch. What was
What?
phenomenal.
I know this is going to be something fucking retarded. Isn't it?
Kramer's,
The good fellas.
Kramer's N-word tirade.
Oh, yeah.
What did you get that? Do you watch that just like pump you up before sets?
Dude.
Is that like, you know how people play the
There's
Al
just so
Pacino?
many ways he could have said it, and that's what...
You know how people play the Al Pacino thing from Any Given Sunday?
Yes, of course.
To hype themselves up. JJ's just watching the Kramer video.
If this was 80 years ago, you'd be hanging from a tree.
But it was just amazing. Well, no, what it got me into the gasp. I wanted to hear the gasp. There's a woman who goes, because I was watching the old man. You ever see the video of the old man who go viral? He says, "Good afternoon, you fat cowards," to the ladies.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo. And they all gasp. And that gasp is something that I go for in my comedy. I don't get it enough where you just want
Not a big laughs guy, more of a gasp guy.
Yeah. I'm in the reaction business.
Yo, but when...
Someone said that to me years ago. I had a joke and it would get a big, huge, oh, whatever, you know? And afterwards, someone was like, oh, that's like, they said something, whatever, that's a dark one or something. I was like, oh, yeah, it always gets a big laugh. And he goes, gets a big reaction. And I was like, okay, fair enough.
Fair, yeah.
But have you seen that video?
You're a little online boy now, huh? Little online boy.
Got to keep
Online
up with
boy.
trends.
He's on TikTok going, I'm not a pervert, but sometimes I like to fuck kids.
Do you post your things on TikTok?
No.
No, just
Why
on
not?
Instagram.
Just
Follow
Instagram.
JJ.
Why not
JJ's
TikTok?
just walking around Manhattan
Screaming.
Just
about,
ruining people's
about
days.
under boob sweat or
Dude,
something.
we work. You want to know
I'm
something?
not a pervert, but sometimes if I see a mother breastfeeding, I'm not gonna go suck on that other titty.
Dude, we work out at the same gym in
Oh,
Williamsburg.
no.
And one day we were like, because we don't work out together. And then one
But
day,
you could just hear in the back of the
dude, I
fucking-
walked into the change room and he was fucking doing a video in the fucking
did?
change
I
room.
forgot.
Remember that?
I
Yeah.
love the idea of you just like from behind a wall, you can just hear him like, I'm not a pervert, but sometimes if an interracial.
But I couldn't believe it. There was like people in the change room.
Well,
It was just-
I was trying to say how I'm not a pervert, but if you're gonna pecker check, that's a normal thing to do.
Yeah.
And
What is pecker check? Just
like look at the cock gaze.
Dude, it's too bad that you have that
yeah.
I'm not a pervert niche, but you can't do the I'm not gay niche.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that would be great.
You'd be like, I'm not gay, but then the comments would be like, but you are though.
Yeah,
yeah, a bit of a gay guy.
bit of a homosexual. But anyways,
Yeah,
You must be super busy this
What?
month with
Have you ever
Pride
done an
shows, huh?
Ancestry.com to find out how gay you are?
Can you do that?
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, of course.
I don't care about none of that stuff.
You do-
Yeah, it'll come
No.
back. You're European.
Well, the thing is, what you do is you have to, after you suck off a guy, you spit the cum in the, you just send in the cum. And then they go, yeah, you're gay.
That'd be a good thing if you're like blowing a racially ambiguous guy and you're not sure what you don't want to ask.
Yeah.
Oh, what
So then
is-
you just fucking spit his load in a cup.
Yeah,
and
I
send
did
it
that
in
with a
to-
chick where I swabbed the inside of their pussy.
Really?
And find out what race they are, of course.
And what happens if it came back?
And then you fuck over her whole family who's all any serial killer. You know, if you do that shit,
Yeah.
like they bust all these cold, like since
I
23andMe.
know, of course.
They're busting all these cold
Golden
cases.
State Killer.
Yeah, Golden
shout
State
out to
Killer.
the Golden
Shout
State
out.
Killer.
Do you want to hear a crazy story that just happened to me? And I fucking had to write Grindr. So I had to
Wait, you complained to Grindr?
I complained to Grindr.
Did you pay for it?
Did you fill out an email?
No,
Does
but
you fill out a
Grindr charge
form?
money?
Do
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
do they have a help button? So
They
it's
have a help
it's a
button,
live
yeah.
guy from India.
Help, he gave
or do
me
you have to fill
AIDS.
out a form?
No, there's a help button, but you have to fill out a request.
Hey, there's too much of a line at this bathroom stall. Hey, there's 28 other guys ahead of me. This is crazy.
No, but it's an 18 and older
I get
service.
it. It's the holidays, but come on.
But dude, there was a kid who was like, I guess he was like
kid?
19, and they said, hit me up on Snapchat. I hit him up on Snapchat. He's like, hey, I'm 16. Is that
Dude,
okay?
that's a pedophile hunter. Dude, that kid, Colin, you know that guy Colin Shoemaker or whatever? He does those like, he did the newly pet game.
I follow a guy online who's a pedo.
Dude, those pedo
hunter.
hunters. So
Yeah.
that's how they do it. I always
Wait,
thought,
they say I'm 19.
no,
first?
they literally go. Yeah, well, you have to say you're 19. You can't say you're 16 in your profile because it won't let you open one. And so then they open Grindr accounts because it's always gay, right? And they open Grindr accounts, and then they'll be like, "I'm actually 14."
Yeah, dude, I blocked
like
him right away.
entrapment.
I didn't even want to say like.
So
I mean,
you're
that's smart because
so
you were
the-
getting set up by one of those
Wow.
YouTube
But
It
channels.
why
was a
me?
sting. Dude, we should have reversed.
What do you mean? Why you? It's everybody. who
Hold on.
responds.
So wait, if I didn't block him and I met up, I would have been on YouTube and gone viral.
Dude, the idea, dude, if
Fuck.
the idea of some guy, you arriving at the door and opening it, and you have like a fucking 12 dozen, you got like a dozen fucking donuts. And you're like, hey, I'm here for the little boy for the sex. I'm not a pervert, but sometimes I'll meet up with little boys online.
Dude, they open. He's filming himself. I'm not a pervert.
I'm not a pervert, but I
I'm
met
meeting
this
up with
boy on
this
Snapchat.
No, I had to reply.
You were getting duped.
Dude,
They were honeydicking you.
I complained.
Yeah.
I complained. There's nothing.
Wait, who did you complain to exactly?
Grindr.
Well,
I'm
basically, you're a narc. You shut that kid's account down.
I don't want to
okay.
get. What do I want with this?
Dude,
16?
Dude,
should've-
honestly, there are real
JJ
ones.
getting caught by one of these guys would be the all-time funniest
Oh my
thing
God.
of all
You ever
time.
see the one with
I honestly wouldn't even get rid of you out of my life if
No.
you were. JJ's already.
You know what? Let's just be honest. It's a little different when you're gay.
I would smile. I would
sure.
smile in my picture when they post my picture all over the news, and I would have to smile.
Yo, show me your biggest.
No, you'd
best
be like,
smile.
"Can you tag me
Look
at
at the
least?"
camera and give them their best big mugshot
Like if
smile.
mugshot.
Oh my god, that would be viral.
That
in
looks
fairness.
like a pedophile's face.
You
Really?
vibe viral for all the
Don't
wrong
you
reasons.
feel you look more
Okay,
pedophile
look
when
like
you have a sad
I'm
face?
really remorseful. I'm sorry that I tried to fuck a kid. That's your remorseful face?
I don't know. Don't
That's
you
like
want to
blue steel. That's
be pouty? Don't you
people's
want to
like-
be pouty?
No, you want to be like sad. Like I've just lost everything.
Oh,
Yeah, you're getting deported back to Canada.
He goes like a comedian who just can't. You got caution tape on your mouth. That was insane. He goes remorseful. Win some to lose some. It's JJ.
so he was 16.
Yeah. Now, in fairness, if I'm on Tinder and I'm a straight guy fishing for some puss, and I go, FYI, convicted pedophile.
Oh, in your notes?
I just have it in my save me the trouble. I don't think a lot of girls are gonna like that. Now,
No.
if I was on Grindr, I go, FYI, full
Sex
disclosure,
offender.
yeah, convicted pedophile, sex offender.
Probably not a
I
deal
don't think
breaker.
you lose a single beep.
Yeah, not a big deal breaker. So how much do you pay for Grindr?
I pay. There's like they're a scam. So you got to pay.
It's not a scam. It's like you pay what?
No,
it's like
it's
all
just-
you can eat dick buffet.
It's $9. So it's free.
That's what they should. That should be the fucking
free
blurb.
version's terrible
Why is it
because
terrible?
every time you click on someone, an ad comes up, and they always fucking get you with these HIV things.
Well,
And
it's called targeting.
targeting.
It's called
targeting.
effective marketing.
But when you
Yeah.
pay $9.99 or 19, I think I was paying $19.99 for a few months. You can like scroll down. But then like when $9.90 when not paying, you can't like delete nobody. So you're getting all the fat brown Indian
Whatever happened to just good old fashioned meeting someone
In a park?
In a park, yeah. Whatever happened to just like
Why
fucking
would you, man? For $20?
scratching a hole? What about going into like a public
Tapping your
restroom,
foot?
scratching a hole in it slowly, like Shawshank Redemption? You Shawshank Redemption yourself a little fucking cock hole
in
little
Queens
glory
Park
hole.
in Toronto. Have you been
I
to
thought
Toronto?
you tap your foot.
Yeah, in Queens Park
You
in
tap your
Toronto.
foot?
You go into I think you told me this. You
But-
go into like a public bathroom and then you sit in
I
the
don't-
stall and you tap your foot.
I
Well,
don't tap my
there's like a
foot.
little bit of a Morse code type of a situation.
Yeah.
A tippy tappy tap.
That's how this-
It has to be like. But the thing is, you don't just like carve a cock hole. You got to scratch it down slowly.
Yeah, so you're gonna be there.
And then
you're gonna be there for
and
a
then you
week.
smuggle out and you shake it down your leg.
Our provincial parliament, or what's it, Queen's Park City Parliament?
That's Queen's Park's Toronto.
Toronto.
No. Queen's Park is for Ontario.
Ontario. So Ontario, our state or province.
Yeah.
There's the Queen's Park at night is considered Cocksuckers Park, where guys will roam around the Parliament of Ontario in Toronto, downtown Toronto,
though.
downtown Toronto, looking for some. The police.
Why do that anymore though with Grindr?
They've put up light. Oh, because it's
hot.
It's straighter guys. There was an old guy there. I used to go there when I was in my 20s looking for some of the other college dudes, but there would be guys there, pretty shifty and smart, where they would wear like baseball hats and jerseys and a backpack, but they'd be like 50 years old. But you couldn't tell with the dark, so you get close to them and you're like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you're straight, right, you can't just have a Grindr profile
Nope.
because then if someone sees you, then you're kind of get out.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're obviously not straight, but I'm saying like you're
Terrible way to
living
get
as
caught.
a straight person.
It must be so fun to cheat on your wife with a dude.
Oh, if you're secretly gay,
Well,
those
whatever.
nuts,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
nuts must be insane.
Yeah, just the pure like. There's so many levels to
So
getting
many.
caught there.
Oh, so many getting caught. You're
Because
just-
not only getting
I mean, your
caught
whole
cheating,
life is
but also getting caught cheating with a dude is so much better for you.
Yeah.
Women will go, oh, I couldn't compete.
They
understand they can't even compete with a cock.
yeah. It's like it's not the same type of.
There was
cheating.
that study, the psychology, where they followed men from truck stops who were hooking up in truck stops. This is like in the 70s or 80s. They followed them home.
They had a little GPS tag, like a fucking
They straight up just tailed them.
Tailed
the
them.
migration of a fucking closeted man.
And it was all closeted men.
Yeah.
It was all closeted men that would hook up in these truck stops, and they would tailgate them back to their place. They had jobs, they had wives, they had families.
Ugh.
Yeah, well, you weren't allowed to really be gay back then.
Yeah.
So you just had to
Solid.
like have a wife and kids and just
MAGA.
disgusting.
Yeah,
MAGA like isn't Make America Great Again?
Follow the boys. Tell everyone where they can see you.
JJ Liberman Live. Also, my podcast that gets around 50 to 100 views per week.
Well, we're going to make it 102 this week. All right,
Fuck
folks.
yeah.
Follow JJ's Wild World or whatever it's called.
The greatest podcast for elite losers.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
I'd like it to be called something like JJ's Crazy Adventure or something.
JJ fuck 16-year-olds?
No.
That probably won't do well on
Stop
YouTube.
yes anding. JJ's Wild Adventure. JJ's Crazy. Not JJ molests boys. That wasn't even in the same world that we were.
No, that's different.
It's a pretty wild adventure. Not that I'm
Yeah.
into it. If I was into it, I wouldn't.
I'm not a pervert.
You can't be into it anymore though. You're just gonna wind up on a YouTube channel.
I'm not into the teens, man.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
What
I'm
about
not into the teens,
what about
man.
twinks though?
Twinks is
I
fine.
like 'em all.
Like a 19-year-old twink?
Yeah,
Not a huge
21.
difference.
20.
Come on,
I
not a huge
changed.
difference.
I changed it to 20. I changed my setting to 21.
Ugh.
And are you getting
But-
matches with 21-year-olds?
Oh yeah, I brought it on last Wednesday to the show. Some kid came out to watch me
Ugly as
perform.
shit, though, are they?
What's that?
Ugly as shit.
No.
Gay guys,
no.
Gay guys like the sugar daddies.
They like the sugar daddies. I mean,
They
I don't have
they
no
get the
sugar.
diabetes. You don't
Yeah.
have no money.
I don't have no sugar.
You lost it all in
Disgusting.
crypto, huh?
Yeah, no, I'm back in the crypto.
Want it back because of crypto.
I did tell him before we give it the plugs. I did tell him, I'm like, yo, it's going to the moon. Right when I told him, it's now dropped $5,000 since I told you.
$5,000 is not that much.
No, but still,
It's a lot for me.
Well, but I'm saying he's talking. No. I'm not saying he lost $5,000.
Of
He's saying
course. Yeah,
Bitcoin
yeah,
went
yeah,
down
yeah.
$5,000.
Bitcoin went
It's
five.
like-
No, but everything. I would,
Danny Polishchuk, tell him what they.
Danny jokes. You can find me every Friday. I do the Boyscast with Ryan Long on YouTube. Every Monday.
sell
I do
it. Sell
Low
it.
value mail.
I've been on the Boyscast. That
Yes,
was
you
great.
have.
Low value mail.
Low
I've
value mail,
never-
which is my call-in show with like weird conspiracy type guests, and then Tuesday
Nice.
the Bathhouse, which you guys have both
Bathhouse
been
I've
on.
done. I'm actually in the thumbnail of it or whatever.
Yeah.
The logo.
You get some great. Who's the best guests you've had? The conspiracy.
Did you ever
theories?
get the?
Warmode.
Did you ever get the boys from Philly on it?
I got War Mode on
Yeah,
there.
you got them on it.
On Low Value Mail.
Yeah. Did they phone in or was it they?
No, they did. They were
They
like,
came
I
in
basically messaged Billy, and Billy's like, "Yeah, we're down."
Can you explain
And
what
then-
it is? Because I don't know who they are. I know who they
War
are,
Mode.
but what do they
Billy
do?
is Matt McCusker's brother.
But their whole podcast is based off conspiracies.
It's like just like that kind of realm.
They
of
don't
stuff.
call it conspiracies
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
but
they call it the truth.
the people that run the
Inconvenient
medium,
truths.
they have reframed it into a certain
The
way.
fucking liberal Jew-run medium, I call
Whoa.
it.
Couple of Danny's distant cousins may have.
But no, they came on the show and then
Shout out Warmode. Come on my show, Warmode.
Yeah. And anyways,
Shout out to all the McCuskers.
so I had messaged them and they're like, yeah, we're down. And then the show's like at 9 p.m. and 5 p.m. I was like, hey, I'll send you a Zoom link shortly. Because they live in Philly. And they're like, no, we're on our way. I'm like, oh, you guys are coming into the studio, huh? And then they're like, yeah, we want to do it in person. And they're like, our setup is crappy for film or whatever.
So they drove all the way up?
They drove all the way over. And it was fun. Dude, my fucking phone bill, because I have an 800 number through Zoom and I get charged like per minute. And there were so many fucking calls that came in during that show that like my phone bill for the night was like $200.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You can't not have a... Oh, no.
Well, what happened is I got an 800 number through Zoom thinking that it was like the way Zoom's so confusing and they said it would be $20 a month or whatever.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh,
lied.
that's great. But it's $20 a month if you get like a US normal number. 800 number, though, they charge you per minute. And then I'm like... Also, I'm sympathetic to the Canadian callers who... All the Canadians, if you have any who watch this, know that like whenever you call into an American show, like there's all the phone plans are bullshit. So it's like people are like, yeah, I call in. It costs me $10 to call to call into the show. So then I was like, you know what? To throw the Canadians a bone.
Oh, nice.
I got an 800.
I do. Would you ever ask like if someone's coming to do the show? Because if someone's coming from Philly, I would say, yo, I love cheesesteaks. Could you bring
No,
me?
but right when I moved here, right when I moved to New York, I randomly some chick I met, or no, someone's a friend of somebody's.
Some pig you were gonna fuck?
No, I didn't fuck her. No, nothing like that.
But some pig.
But she, I had my car for like 3 weeks when I lived in New York. Like I moved here and I had
some pig, some gross, some fucking...
No, she wasn't gross.
Call her a pig.
Some fucking
just
slug,
call her a pig.
some slug
pig.
lady.
Okay.
Some pig. And then, but anyways,
Real fucking...
just a slug. But anyways, I had a car for 3 weeks before I realized like this is stupid to have a car here.
New York?
living
Yeah,
in New
you
York.
gotta get rid of
So
it.
anyways, but
Craziest thing.
she's like randomly, she's like, yeah, I gotta go to Philly tomorrow. And I was like, oh, you can take my car. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah, I don't use it. And then she's like, can I give you anything? I'm like, you give me a cheesesteak.
And she did?
Yeah, but it's cold. I don't know.
Of course, it's shite.
Cheesesteak is the most, sorry, Philly people, maybe one of the
No,
most
fuck Philly
overrated.
people. It's
maybe one of the
it's
most
trash.
overrated foods.
It's unnecessary. No one gives a fuck
is
about
so
it. Truly,
overrated.
it's fine. Don't get me
fine.
wrong, I'll get it, and it's fine when it's there.
It is
but it's not like...
It's on par
It
with,
doesn't
with
make your day.
deep dish pizza in Chicago.
Sure,
where you guys
yeah. That's
trash.
that's a fair
You know,
statement.
Whatever.
this is what you guys are proud of.
But you know what, man? They're all just fucking like everyone from Philly's just a fucking gas station monkey. They don't know anything. They go to Wawa for burgers. They're all just getting beaten up by their aunties. It
That's-
doesn't.
the Wawas
They're all
that-
just throwing batteries at children at Eagles games. The Philly people really are.
Have you ever seen
They
that?
should be just burnt out. A friend of mine said to me a while ago, about a couple of years ago, he was like relocating, and he was like around during the pandemic. He's like, I'm thinking of moving to Philly, and I went, no one moves to Philly.
No.
No,
That's
you
like
move.
crazy.
That's it. That's what your granddad did when he worked on a dock.
Yeah.
No, you don't go to Philly. Baltimore.
I just found out actually Kevin Spacey was on Piers Morgan today, and he's bankrupt, and he was like I live in. He goes, I'm totally lost everything, and he's like my house is getting foreclosed on, and he lives in Baltimore.
But he's like Hollywood bankrupt. No.
Yeah,
No, he's real bankrupt. Because,
Real bankrupt?
Well,
For
to save
lawyers.
himself from jail, he's like, I owe millions to my attorney still.
Wow.
He's like-
Lawyers.
and here's the thing: he's an actor. He can
Nobody
only
will book
act,
him.
and there's no work for him. Nobody wants to hire him. So you're like, dude, it's like all that fucking House of Cards money.
Great actor.
One of the best actors
Honestly,
ever.
I was watching the doc about him, and I was like, I gotta rewatch fucking House of Cards, man.
House of
Incredible.
Cards 7.
But it was funny when they had that gay guy, and like they were just like at a play or something, and then out of nowhere, he gets up and he's like, "Let me just walk by you there," and he's like, kind of like like scoots by. When you scoot by someone on the plane, you always do ass to face.
Yeah, of course.
These are the rules, but like Kevin Spacey goes cocked, like he scoots this way, and then he just like never stopped, and then he just like pulled his cock out and started rubbing his ball.
No.
Dude, he was at the movies or something like that. with
Pretty
this guy.
wild. I
He goes
like
by,
guys
and then
like
he just
that.
like he gets to a certain point, and then just like pulls his
This is
junk
in
out.
House of Cards.
No, this is in
Oh.
reality. This
Oh,
is in
okay.
real life. This is in.
Yeah, he's getting sued for a scene of House of
This
Cards.
is in Kevin
I thought this was
Spacey's
in the-
Wild
no,
Weekend.
Oh, I thought this
They're
was in
at
the show.
he ran a theater or something in London, and then
Oh,
he's
yeah,
up
yeah.
at the balcony, up at the fucking the good seats, and he has him and this little Twinkie guy.
Good for
Yeah.
him.
And so Kev gets up, he's like, "Can I get out? I need to go." So he gets up and scoots out, but like he has his cock out.
I mean, I have friends of mine who have just done that because it's funny. They don't rub it on you, but you'll be like, I have friends
Well,
who
he
are like,
did it,
they're
yeah.
like, can I just scooch over? And then you look up and their
But
cock's out. You go, that's pretty
but
funny,
then he
huh?
grabbed this guy's head and started rubbing his balls against
yeah,
the guy's
that's
face.
sexual assault.
A little bit. But there is also, there does need to be a no.
Yeah.
No means no, and silence means absolutely. I love this. That's the.
Here's the problem, and I don't know if
and that's legal. That's legal.
I can't say that JJ knows what I'm talking about, but Colum 100% knows what I'm talking about. A lot of no's with girls are actually yes.
All no's.
How many no's have you got
yeses.
that was an actual yes? No. Dude, how many times have you been with a chick and she's like, oh, we're not having sex tonight? And you go, okay.
Yeah. I'll come home, but we're just on a cuddle.
Yeah, we're just going to cuddle. Okay,
yeah?
sure.
Oh, yeah? Let me introduce you to my good friend, Mr. Wrench.
I know.
Do you like puppet shows?
No, I'm not even saying you forcefully do it. It's like a game they play.
No,
where
but
they
a
go
no
like,
from
oh.
a guy has to be a no. No guy says no to say yes. So no from a chick could
No,
be.
I'm not really like that. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not gay. I'd be
Yeah, but the gay guy did get his anyway. I guess like pretty much just alone in this, and the guy was like just like a runner or whatever the equivalent is for a play.
But why is he going to a play with Kevin Spacey?
Because he worked at the theater, and Kevin Spacey was like, "Why did
Yeah,
you
that's
come?
fucked
Why
up.
did you watch the play with me upstairs?" And then he sat there, and then Kevin Spacey took his nuts out.
But he's
and
never been acquitted.
and he dragged them
was
across
acquitted.
him.
He was acquitted.
no,
all
I
those
mean he
charges.
was never convicted. Sorry.
Yeah, he was acquitted.
Innocent in my
So
book.
then why, if he did that, why is he like?
Because they were like, it's the acquittal of like how, they're,
the guy never-
they're essentially like how OJ was acquitted. They're like, yeah, you were acquitted. Everybody thinks you're guilty. You're not working in Hollywood. And he, in order to get himself acquitted, probably racked up $10 million in fucking
But it's so
legal
funny.
bills.
The idea of like, I just truly, maybe it's because I'm a little bit of a attention slut, but it's hard for me to ever keep a secret of Kevin Spacey coming on my chin. That's just not. I'm a devil for secrets.
Sure.
And if Kevin Spacey raped me, I would probably tell a lot of people on a podcast pretty
Right,
fast.
but if you don't have a podcast or if it was pre-podcast.
Yeah, if I'm a little fucking faggot.
Like, who do you tell if you're-
But
But if
also
you're
he's
just like
a
a
kid
normal
who doesn't have a
person-
platform. He
Yeah, if
just
you're a normal person and you don't
Yeah,
have a
this is the
platform,
problem when
like-
when you just have a problem. That's what you
I mean,
need
the
a
thing
pod.
is, now you can just open up an Instagram, go make a reel, and if it's fucking salacious, you'll probably get.
Well, who was
millions
that?
of views
Didn't
on
some
it.
chick? Who did she do dirty? Was it like Ben Affleck?
with the dating thing. Why aren't you during the pandemic? Why aren't you?
There was something with he met some girl on whatever the fancy Tinder is.
Hinge. He went on Hinge and
No,
he said,
Raya.
and he said, "Why don't you respond to me?" And she showed the video.
Something like he messaged her and said, "Hey, you're cute, love to talk," or
Yeah.
something, and then she like shared it or something. I went viral. I go, Ben Affleck's a creep, huh?
Yeah. 'Cause he
but
just
that
wants to
didn't
get-
stick. He's fine.
No, he's fine.
Well, did he get married to Jennifer Lopez
Again. Yeah.
recently, and then they got divorced again?
I don't know. I don't give a shit about fucking. I don't give a fuck.
I know,
what
but
Ben
it is
Affleck
funny,
and
though,
J-Lo's
that when
up to-
you- I know, of
J-Lo
course.
just has to cancel her whole tour though because she
It's
booked
because
this
it's Shane Gillis.
massive tour. Yeah, it's 'cause of
Shane is just putting J-Lo out of work now.
Well,
What
she
did
booked
he
this-
do?
Well, nobody wants to see her for $200
He's
a ticket.
selling too many tickets, and everyone else is hungry.
Oh.
Right, Shane? Fucking, come on. Slow it down.
Yeah.
Poor J-Lo can't sell tickets.
Yeah, but she had to cancel her whole tour because just like nobody was coming. Nobody's people. were like-
Really?
Dude, it's to watch her do music.
Isn't she
It's
massive?
to watch her do music.
What is she good for?
So
Nothing.
Jenny,
Oh.
that's some Jenny from the block.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
realistically,
but she has
should
like a
be-
new album,
I know,
so
but
you're like-
she should be at like Webster Hall. She was booking big ones.
Yeah, she was working like arenas.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So how does she go from arenas to nobodies?
She's not nobody. She booked arenas and nobody bought tickets because people are like, yeah, we don't want to go see J-Lo
Don't they do a
anymore.
little test run? Don't
Yeah.
they go, hey, I'm starting
Not
in-
when you're J-Lo, probably. You just go fucking all out and then you just cancel shows.
No
here
one's
and there.
buying tickets, man. Things are
Really?
fucking
Is it dry out there?
ColumTyrrell.com. Buy my. Hey, I just did a weekend. Seattle was fun. Portland was great. Shout out to Portland. I
Yeah,
wish-
it looked like it was packed.
it was packed 100 and something.
Nice.
140 or something
That's
like that.
amazing.
For me, that's crazy.
What do you
some-
sell? Guinness shots afterwards?
What do you sell?
does that
Cum?
even
Little
mean?
boys cum? What do you do? Sell your
spit it out your mouth?
crusty
Did you ever-
socks or something? Used floss? What is it?
I got clean
What
socks.
sort of merch do you sell?
Candles.
Candles. I
Used
sell candles.
condoms?
Candles.
What do they
Candles.
smell like? Your ass? What is
No,
it?
Gwyneth I have one that smells like Gwyneth Paltrow's pussy.
What does
Wait,
it actually smell like?
Doesn't she? Doesn't she?
She had candles, and I tried to DM her, and she won't respond.
Does it smell like her pussy? Has anyone
No,
smelled
I have one that smells like fruity
there was a
pebbles.
goop one that smells
I remember
like,
the goopy one, but did anyone ever actually get a whiff of it? Did you ever?
It's probably
And
like a $200 candle.
Yeah, probably expensive. Women support women.
Also, what day? Like when? Like which? I know it smells like our pussy, but when?
I mean, I would have bought one if it was like Gwyneth Paltrow after the gym.
Yeah,
I don't want it just like out of the
Gwyneth
shower.
Paltrow after Red Eye.
Yeah, not out of the shower.
I prefer it after the shower.
I'll do a
I've had an after the gym pussy before. I didn't like it.
No.
Nah, too musky.
You preferred.
I like it
You
out
prefer
of the
a guy
shower.
named Jim's pussy.
His bussy.
Yeah, do you? Huh? You ever fuck a trans?
I've hooked up. I hooked up with this trans who used to be the most beautiful.
I'm sorry. Now I have to do a warning. Before
Happy
that, decided,
Pride Month,
do not
everybody.
operate heavy machinery while
used-
listening to this podcast.
We used to
JJ's about to say some disgusting shit.
We used to do this show at this T-girl bar. Every
T-girl?
Yeah.
T-girls. They
Yeah,
call
it was
it
a-
T-girl
it was a-
Thursdays.
And the chick who ran it,
trans
she was
girl.
trans, and the chick who ran it would literally go turn tricks upstairs during the show.
The shows would be downstairs in the diner.
Wait, if you booked them?
The show.
No,
would,
no, it was her club.
I know,
Her
but I
club.
say tricks is because
Oh, yeah.
the Canadian
Oh,
comics.
yeah.
Should we go turn tricks upstairs? What would he be doing? Sucking on our toes? The fucking foot fetish freak? I've a couple of your victims right here.
Not me.
Not you. You've got disgusting bunions.
Not me.
You're fucking horrible hooves.
Oh, I got bad hooves from all the years of baseball. They smell like apple cider.
Your feet? It's just from walking on
I've
cobblestone.
never seen
I say
JJ's
it's from
toes,
wheeling.
but I know for a fact he's got bad nails because he always talks about
Bad
it.
nails. They smell like apple cider vinegar, but I love the smell.
Do you like ever like just get your feet in your face kind of thing? To smell
No,
them?
but a nail, I like it. Joey Diaz once talked about it, how he grinds up his nails in
Oh,
his
man,
weed
you guys are
grinder and smells it. He goes, yo, that
You guys are gonna have so much to talk about.
that
Nasty.
smell.
Imagine them two sitting there.
They are
doing a show tomorrow night
He's
with
doing a
them.
show tomorrow night with him.
Where the JoJo place? What's it called?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Dojo.
Jojo.
Yeah,
The-
he's
the-
a secret guest, so this don't come
the
out
do-
before then, right?
This will be released in. You'll both be dead by then. By the time this episode comes out, you'll be long dead.
He's banking
He'll
them.
be dead. Yeah.
They'll say there's a gay version of him, but no,
Who else on that show? I need to do it.
Voss and Florentine.
Ugh. Diaz would be fun. Diaz
Yeah,
would be good. At least something.
But yeah, so we would do these shows, and it was underneath a T-girl bar, like and upstairs. And whatever you think a trans bar is, you're exactly right. Private booths to get
Good food though.
great
It
food.
was a diner.
Great diner food. The chef had AIDS though, but nobody knew that. I knew that.
Chef
though.
had AIDS?
Yeah,
Like full blown?
full blown AIDS. Full blown. That's why I didn't eat nothing there. Once I saw his sunken in face, he had the 80s AIDS.
Well, I couldn't have had the AIDS.
Could you imagine that? Oh, just these chopped up veggies on your plate.
Yeah, but if you already have AIDS, then that's probably a good dish.
There is that restaurant that has AIDS in Toronto. The chefs, everyone who works
Yeah,
there has
everybody
AIDS.
works there has AIDS. Yeah.
What a fucking selling point.
Or HIV.
Everybody has AIDS.
But
AIDS.
the funniest thing is people like because all the guys who are into T-girls.
JJ, relax. Just chill out.
All
You
the
got to
guy-
take a deep breath. Relax. Does it ever get too much?
Me?
No.
Just all day. Just.
Never. I do a lot of meditation at home and a lot of breathing exercises.
What's it like if you don't do that?
Qigong. I do Qigong, Tai Chi.
But what's it like?
Like the Tai Chi where you're just like,
Yes.
You do not do that.
Yes, I do. Every day.
You go
I do the dragon. I do the
dragging your balls off
frog.
a little boy's
do you
face.
join your Chinese
little pedo.
compatriots in the park?
Do you know
and stuff?
JJ, by the way? So
6:30
funny.
in the
It is
morning?
that. It is that.
Yeah, 6:30 in the
Whatever
morning.
those 90-year-old Chinese people are doing in the park where they hit themselves.
That's
I
not
do
what
that every day. You warm
can't
up.
say I do whatever the Chinese man.
Like this.
Yeah, but
Then you do the.
well, here's the thing: is you either
Fuck
know
off.
what you're doing,
to God.
you either know what you're doing or you don't. You
want
can't
me to
say
do the tiger right now.
Yes.
what you
Do the tiger.
Show us the fucking tiger then.
Sorry, it's a dragon.
Oh, see, you have no
The
idea.
dragon is your up, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the thing, and then you go ha, ha.
This is like LARPing. This is like some sort of old Asian autistic bullshit.
That's how they live to fucking 100 years
No,
old.
they live to 100 years old because they weigh fucking 92 pounds.
Oh,
that's
that
why.
could
be
Because they're like
too.
little mice. Who
My grandparents lived to the 100.
The squatting too. The squatting does helps
The
you a
squatty
lot.
potty
No,
helps.
the squat. No, not the squatting. Just the the Asian, how they just sit in the streets, but they're like sitting like a bat catcher.
That is
But it's
true.
like, dude, you know how hard
They
that is to do when
sit
you're
it.
fucking 90? Like a regular 90-year-old here, no way they could do that. That's so tough on your
Oh,
knees.
dude, when I went to Thailand, Thailand, they nap. They just nap.
Yeah.
Like, so when they're ready to nap, they will, like the way the Muslims just like will suddenly pray. Do you ever just be like,
Yeah, I
do you
just
ever
tried
just
to
be
go
at
to
like
a
a gas station?
Dude,
and
I
like,
just tried to go to a fucking
in front-
bodega right here
in
and it was
front of
closed.
Auntie Annie's, there's just like 4 guys with some yoga mats just out of nowhere. They go, dude, if I don't pray right now, Moses would be
Yeah, they're
pissed,
fucked.
or whoever the fuck is up there.
They don't like Jews.
Anyway, but
Sure
well,
they do.
do you
Lots
blame them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
good point.
but
Good
it's the only thing I like about them. But in Thailand, they nap. They just go like, "Oh, I need to nap right now," and they will just lie down in the middle of right in the middle of the floor, just bang.
Is that why they live long?
Not even home. I don't know. They just when they need to nap, they nap.
I'm
just,
like that too.
They just go, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna lie in the middle of the floor," and they're not even homeless around. It's just
Yeah.
like, and then sometimes they'll sleep in the middle of the street and stuff, and all the cars are whipping
I didn't
around.
know.
them.
Really?
I swear, it's fucked up.
I never saw
It's
that.
fucked up. You never saw them sleeping.
Not in the streets.
Dude, I love pad thai so much.
Oh, then you love Thailand, man. You buy it on the streets there. It's fucking 50 cents.
But I don't-
JJ's banned from
Dude, the
Thailand.
chicken literally just sits out in the sun.
that's what I'm.
raw
Yeah.
chicken just sitting out
Disgusting.
in the sun. It's
Well-
not, though. You know what? I never got sick once.
Everyone
me
gets
neither.
sick.
No, I never got sick.
either
Other
did
than dengue fever, I never got sick once. And that wasn't from food. But you know what it is? It's like the chicken was
What's
probably
the
slaughtered like the day before.
What is it? The Gay fever?
Getting gay fever.
Getting gay fever?
Getting gay fever, yeah. No, dengue fever. Which is actually, I read, is so if I ever get dengue fever again, apparently after you've got it once, the second time, if you get it a second time, I don't know if this is true at like my age, but they say the second time you get it because you're like compromised, you have like a 5% chance of dying. And apparently there's like a big outbreak in Miami.
What's your percentage the first time of dying?
Nah, 0. Unless you're like a child or super old.
Yeah.
So
it's
you
like
get
an
bit by
allergy. It's
Dude,
like
it was
a,
the sickest I've ever been.
it's like
by
a bee
far.
sting allergy. You know that?
What?
First time you get, if you're allergic to bees, first time you get stung, nothing happens. It's just a regular bee sting. And then the second time you get
Second
stung is
time,
when
yeah.
it kills you. First time
Apparently-
is just like, all right, I'm not gonna kill you. It's just mistakes happen.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna get stung by a bee once, but it's the second time.
From what I understand,
it's when
though,
your
if I
tongue
ever get
swells up
dengue
like a
fever
retard,
again,
and you gotta.
I'm in trouble.
What'd you say?
If I ever get dengue fever again, I could be in trouble.
What's it from? Like hooking up?
mosquitoes?
Chinese people.
Chinese mosquitoes.
They sound the same. Mosquitoes and Chinese people
So you
kind of
ju-
sound the same.
Did
Do you ever have a Chinese person at your ear? You're trying to snap the Chinese person, you're like,
That is the end of the Kuijong. You hit.
yeah, it's like the haka. You don't know anything about this shit. I don't believe that you're out there stretching.
Yeah,
we should have
every
gone to
day.
that cricket
the
last
fact that
week.
you go, yeah, I do this shit the Chinese people do. What's
Kuijong.
it called?
Kuijong.
I'm regretting not going to cricket last week. We should have
Oh,
gone.
you didn't go?
No.
Is that big?
There's a
in
game
Ireland?
far
today.
away.
There's a game today too.
Dude,
Is
you
it
see
big?
fucking Pakistan beat America?
No.
Dude, Pakistan, the
Isn't it the
number
other way
one-
around? America beat Pakistan.
Or America beat Pakistan, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, that's not news
Yeah,
at
yeah,
all.
yeah, that's
What
not
else
news.
happened? The West Indies
Yeah,
beat fucking Canada?
Pakistan beat America.
Wow.
Or America beat Pakistan. I
Boo.
can't-
Go like your
Boo.
country, boo.
What happens if
Dude,
they
all
don't?
the American players are like fucking, just like have day jobs.
Yeah.
They're not professionals.
Well,
the Pakistani team is like, they have one of the guys is like, has 500 million followers on Instagram. He's like the most famous guy in the world.
Really?
Yeah, it's the second biggest sport in the world.
That's the funny thing. You ever go online, is like, you look at like specials in America where it's like, if someone has something like 10 million views on a special in America, it's like fucking crazy high. Like that, you're in the top fucking 20 people. 10 million views in like India or one of these other smelly
Nothing.
fucking spots, it's like nothing. That's nothing.
Yeah.
That's
You're not getting
They
curry
delete
for
that.
dinner
They'll
tonight.
delete that and
Yeah.
go,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
embarrassed. Like,
bombed.
yeah. That sucks. If they only have 10 million within the first year, they're like, get out of there. That flopped.
Yeah.
Well,
Sometimes
it's like-
my algorithm, I'll start getting into Indian comedy.
Dude,
and
if they
stuff.
fucking ever allowed the internet in China and we had if they have YouTube over there, the views would just be put to shame. They're like Pornhub views, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, India's bigger than China.
Is it?
I think there's more people in India, yeah.
No.
They don't probably have it
That's
counted.
No,
Really?
now you're a silly goose. I've heard it all now. Where would they put them?
China's got like 1.4 billion, right?
1.4 billion.
Billion.
No, that's India is 1.4 billion.
Nah, Chinese are fucking more. There's more Chinese.
China's
China's population
superpower, bro.
is they're the same.
It's a
They're
tie.
literally 1.412 billion, and then
How accurate is that? Sincerely though, like, you know what I mean?
I think it's fairly accurate. I don't know
know.
the reason to.
Who's
There's literally 1.417 billion for India and
but
1.412
here's
for
the
China.
thing in China, right? Do you reckon when they're doing the census, they go, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and because
Well, they all look the same.
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
They accidentally count the same guy
Dude, I
12
saw when
times.
I was in Minneapolis. I went to
So realistically,
Dude, I went to Panda Express. And
they go, I'm a different guy, and they go, sure.
But same with India.
You went to Panda Express in China?
No, in Minneapolis, and then this lady who.
Why?
Dude, Panda Express is the best.
Let them.
Dude,
It's not. It's actually. I don't know if you've been there recently.
Oh, his little protein game thing.
Dude, it's actually
Low protein diet?
No,
He's
no,
got
no.
his like idea of protein. His like little.
Dude, I literally get chicken and vegetables.
He's like, yeah, he's on his little low protein diet.
Dude, chicken and vegetables. It's honestly like better than Chipotle. 60 grams of protein in a meal. But anyways,
Told you.
I
I knew it was
I'm
gonna
all
be
on protein.
thing.
Shout out the protein.
the woman who was working behind the thing, she was wearing a mask, and this guy goes, "Thank you, sir." And I'm like, this chick must get misgendered just all day.
did you see did you watch the fucking
Oh, it's a Chinese.
Chinese lady.
yeah,
but
did
she
you,
had,
did
like,
you
a
watch
bowl
the
cut.
did you watch the Fauci fucking
Oh my
trials?
god.
The hearing? No,
No.
I saw.
So I
some
see the
updates.
highlights.
Yeah,
Where it was like, yo, where did you come up with all this like 6 feet thing? And they're like,
Made
it
it up.
just appeared.
Yeah, he goes, I don't know.
He goes, did you made it up? He goes, I didn't make it up. It just appeared.
I don't understand how these guys can't go to jail if everything's like there's hard evidence that.
Well,
the
system-
truth is, no
system's
one cares.
rigged. Hunter Biden got convicted.
No
today.
one cares. For
he
what?
did.
Gun charge. Yeah, for lying
But-
on his gun application.
He said he never had a marijuana offense or something.
No, he
like that?
just no. So when you apply for a gun, it's stupid because
Yeah.
when you apply for a gun in America, you have to say that you don't currently use illegal drugs. Which know how many people lie on that, like who use marijuana.
But also too, like, so there's a perfect example. What about the cocaine in the White House? How does that not?
Well, they never found out, dude.
But that's what I'm saying.
You
like,
ever know people who are like that kind of, who are like in politics or high level shit? They're all doing coke. That
No.
could have been literally anybody's.
Yeah,
Truly, who gives a fuck about?
Yeah, who gives a-
half
no,
of this
who
shit?
who does give a fuck? But I'm saying that like, how is nobody held accountable? I was like,
Well,
watching.
they said they couldn't find it,
But even just with
it
the
could easily
Fauci
be-
thing, how's nobody like? He's like answering. He's like, oh, I'll answer that.
Yeah,
And like,
I mean, there are people who are trying to, but he's protected.
how the
'cause-
and you know what bothers me the most too is like you have these like I won't say their names like comedians.
Say their names, you
No,
fucking
no, no,
name.
no. I can't. I don't
Coward.
want to Star
Come
Wars.
on.
I do love
Fucking
wars.
coward.
No, I love starting
Call
wars.
him out.
but-
Call him out. Sound
Okay,
morale.
Dave Cross, your boy Dave Cross.
yeah,
They're like all about how bad Trump is. Like Trump's, and I'm not a Trump guy. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you
they're-
are.
Well, yeah, but I,
But you put it like that, yeah, sure.
But no,
I'm
they-
not even like a Trump guy. I voted for him. I'm like,
I can't vote. I'm like
Donated.
you. I'm an illegal.
whoa.
But they all talk about how bad this guy is, that guy is, and this guy. But then they don't fucking say nothing. They all bitch and moan about Israel and Palestine. But then they go vote for fucking Biden. Who are these fucking people?
Yeah.
Like, why don't they fucking do nothing?
well, because they thought that Trump was this existential threat.
but we're on the brink of fucking World War III.
Yeah, we've been on the brink of World War
This is
III
the
for a
thing.
while
But no
now.
one. The thing is no one really truly cares about.
No, I don't
stuff.
truly care either.
No, but it's like even like this when they go, yo, you know, like all that stuff with Fauci, they just like made up these rules and then they just forced us to follow these rules that didn't even come. It's one
Yeah.
thing to be like, look, if this was all coming from a place of legit trying to help us, but the fact that these guys can just go, hey, this is how you have to stand in line at fucking Subway now.
Yeah.
At 6 feet apart. Turns out they just made that shit up.
Yeah.
But most people are just like, whatever.
And it did nothing.
It did
the
nothing.
The thing is, one thing to be like, we made it up, but it worked.
Yes.
Right?
We guessed.
Then, yeah, we guessed, but it worked. You're like, you made it up and it didn't do shit.
Well, here's the thing is, yeah, even if they were to go, look, half the study said it worked, half the study said it didn't, so we erred on the side of
caution or whatever, sure.
But they don't even have that.
But also, they're
No,
doing
they
it 2
actually
years
did.
later.
They actually did have the vaccine study that said that one person actually, someone died in the vaccinated study, and they didn't even talk about. I mean, I don't care. It's.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, the vaccine, there's no question. Like, even in Canada, which is the most cucked place on earth, like, they're giving settlements to people for.
Are they really?
Good.
They've been doing it for like over a year now. Settlements to people.
I
who are
just
vaccine
remember. I
injured.
just remember one thing that bugged me was when so many people went on social media and were talking about the early days of COVID as if they survived the fucking storm in the beach at Normandy. And they were just like, we were there when the bodies were stacking high, and my best friend's grandmother couldn't find. And you know, it was fine. We were drinking in the park, having margarita. What are you
we were
talking?
chilling.
What?
They used to do like those the morgue trucks. Remember they had the morgue trucks?
Yeah.
Did you guys see them in New York?
But were they even full, or were they just parked outside your fucking house
think
like a
I
cop
think
car?
there
Just,
was,
it was
like-
just there to warn you, like when you go down the motorway.
Oh,
and,
that's right,
And
yeah,
they
yeah.
have like a fucking.
I mean, there were people obviously who were sick were dying, but nobody.
yeah,
healthy
old
was.
cunts were dying.
Yeah, like old people who were like on the or like
cares?
dude. I
You're
remember
old.
this. This was the biggest like fucking awakening for me during the COVID thing. Is 60 Minutes. Right during COVID, did some report on all the people who died,
Yeah.
or something, interviewing all these people who had lost a loved one, and literally every person who died was 400 pounds. And then I'm watching this, I go, all right, I'm starting to
know.
notice a trend here.
But there was also people who would fucking, you know, they shut down their business and they lost all their money.
Dude,
so
tons of people got
they
fucked.
they put a shotgun in their mouth and blew their brains out.
think
And then
so?
they wrote down that they fucking had COVID, so therefore it was
Oh.
a death by COVID.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I liked when we're. I think once a year.
COVID was great though.
It-
I honestly did.
We
love that
should
period.
have
There was
two-
times when it was
that
good.
period.
A
Those
2-week
like 3-4
shutdown.
months.
It was literally
man.
just a day off for me every
Yes.
day.
Dude, those
It
4
was
months, man, was
fantastic.
like you're like you didn't feel like you were missing out because everybody was in the same
Yeah.
boat.
We
So
should
you're
do
like,
a
I'm not really,
shutdown
like,
2-3
missing out
weeks.
on anything.
Yeah, it was nice.
I like that.
was kinda
I got
Nice.
fat as fuck.
Did
though.
you
That's the only
really?
thing is my phone. My
Well,
phone.
were you eating a lot of them fucking?
Just I was sitting here. I wasn't leaving the house. I was sitting here and I was boozing IPAs.
Really?
Oh man,
IPAs.
What were you
cocktails.
watching a lot of TV?
Yeah, of course.
What else were you
What were
gonna
you
do?
doing? Reading a book?
I
You
was playing
fucking-
poker every day, online poker,
Nice.
12 hours
I
a
somehow
day.
didn't get fat or fatter.
You didn't? No.
Well, I was in Miami and I
Well,
was
you're
like,
already at the brim, right?
Yeah.
You're fucking,
I was like, I was
must have been
already,
pretty impressive that. I was a pal.
I was already maxed out, but I was I somehow I remember when I got back from 'cause I was in Miami.
I have to sit on the couch all day? Fine.
No, I was like running and working out because I was in Miami, and then I remember when I got back.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Karen Fian was like, first thing I saw her, she goes, "Congrats on not getting fat."
Wow, yeah. Karen was picking
I-
And then I went and put on 20 pounds after.
You know what I did have during the pandemic, which I loved? This will hit home for you. I had one of them fucking Irish breakfasts with the Irish pudding.
Yeah.
The sweet and the not the sweet, the savory pudding things.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
are those?
It's a blood
pudding.
sausage.
Blood sausage.
Have you ever eaten them?
Yeah, I had it in Ireland. It was disgusting.
Really?
Blood sausage is the best.
It was like in this fucking
Yeah.
wrap.
It's
in
like
this-
a day's worth of sodium in fucking
Oh,
one.
it's
one
great.
fuck
puck.
off.
and the Irish soda bread.
What do you like?
I like
fucking-
Irish soda
What do you
bread.
like? Flat bagels or whatever?
I
the
like
fuck?
a
What are
nice
you eating
bagel
up-
with lox and cream
What are you eating up
cheese.
there in Canada?
Jew bread-
Fucking
Jew meats.
Canadian ham?
Jew meats.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
pea
give
meal
that to
bacon.
a fucking
Pea
pigeon.
meal bacon.
No,
The soda bread was phenomenal.
I like soda bread.
With butter.
Whatever.
Dude, I could eat an Irish
Anyway.
breakfast once a week.
Yeah, well, whatever. Fuck, COVID's done. It's over. It'd be funny now if another, like a real bad fucking...
Bird flu, they're saying.
Like a bad flu thing that we really, truly were like, no, guys, I'm serious this time.
Yeah, I mean they have something like that. It's called the woke mind virus.
Oh! We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Are we really taking a break? Okay. Can I pee?
I'm not buying this,
Dude,
I'm like, no fucking way. You
JJ
cut
goes,
the commercial
okay.
on a
Yeah.
pre-taped podcast.
I'm like, JJ goes, I'm going to go for a quick pee then. What do you think was going on?
What do you think, we were
JJ?
live?
JJ, no, I'm not gonna go pee. I'm dying. Oh, the comedian I wanted to talk about was his name was Mark Norman.
What happened with him?
I don't know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm
No,
kidding.
you did it so serious after the fact.
I know. I'm a good
You put
actor.
the mic-
put
the
me on.
mic-
Put me on your skits.
Buddy.
I've been writing skits ideas. I'm writing
Really?
a lot of good skits ideas.
I actually had a skit idea that I was actually thinking about you for.
Oh, nice.
So I had an idea. I haven't
Young
flushed-
Lothario.
No, I haven't flushed
woos
it
the
out.
pants
So
off
because
and-
you guys don't tip, right? In Ireland, there's no tipping, right?
A Jew calling
No,
you
no, no.
cheap. Oh,
No, I'm not telling you.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
cheap.
There we
It's
go.
called
Jew
cheap.
calling.
That's the second motherland.
Hey, I don't call them cheap. That's
The
fucking
Zionist backup plan.
heaven-
That's what they
heaven
call
over
Dublin.
there.
It's
called heaven over there.
I know.
But so I was thinking of like
Who tips less, blacks or Jews? Let's go.
I tip great.
No, Jews tip well. The
Yeah.
thing is like all Jews I know actually tip well because of the stereotypes.
Yes.
The stigma, yeah.
The stigma that they don't want to be seen as-
Ironically, Germans will tip, but they'll be very specific. They'll tip you exactly why.
Yeah.
German tourists, when I was...
Apparently Italians don't tip. But
Really?
again,
Most
Australians,
countries
most people don't tip.
Most countries don't tip.
Yeah, but anyway, so I was thinking of like, because for people who are Americans who are fed up with all the tipping stuff,
Yeah.
is like a language coach so that you could just learn accents to get out of tipping.
Oh, it's like an app or
Well,
something?
no, you just go to a restaurant, you just learn how to do an accent, then you go to a restaurant
Yeah.
and put on the accent, and then you're like,
Yeah, I
There
guess.
was a
tip.
Facebook page about a decade ago called Bodybuilders Against Tipping, and it would be like these jack bros would go out for these $100 meals.
What a crazy Venn diagram.
Bodybuilders Against Tipping.
Well-
They would go out for these big.
that's
big,
actually fucked up because they probably, if you're a bodybuilder going out to a restaurant, you probably have like all these requests.
Yes, and the bill
You're
would,
not ordering off the menu.
the bill would come like to $250, and it would say tip 0, and they would post it on Facebook, and the comments.
Yeah.
They must have been trolling because they probably like tipped in cash.
Infuriating.
Yeah.
The comments were like, "You pieces of shit." Blah, 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 blah. I would laugh and like every post.
Well, I got done dirty online one time, right?
What do you mean?
I posted a bill one time.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like, ironically, I brought the boys that used to work on the podcast. A few of the editors.
yeah.
I brought them to a place called Steak No E. You can't afford an E. It's just, or maybe no
STK.
A.
STK.
I've been there, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you get your
Bougie steakhouse.
It's an all you can eat. They give
Yeah.
you steak strips essentially.
Yeah.
Some sort of hanger steak cut up, and then all you can eat fries.
How much?
It's like $29 a head or something.
That's
It's
it.
something like that. It's cheap as fuck.
No.
Super cheap.
It is. I promise you. It's like $29 a head.
No,
it's a
That's
steak.
not where I went.
No?
No.
What's the deal? There's
Place
some-
I went was like a super high-end steakhouse.
STK is like a huge steak chain that's like overpriced.
Super high-end. It's
Yeah,
like,
super
it's, like,
high-end.
it's like Ruth Chris or something.
Ruth, it is. It's Ruth
I
Chris.
can
but
tell you I was there because I was the guest of a billionaire. And
It's
Okay, well, the place that I brought them to was like this cheap, all-you-can-eat kind of a steak. It's like
Brazilian.
it's a decent little restaurant.
Brazilian steakhouse?
No, but they only have like 3 things on the menu. You got the sides you got to pay for, but you get fries with your meal, whatever.
Sounds
Brought them all
awesome.
out. We had a bottle of wine, which was cheap too, and I fucking paid for the whole thing. But I post because I was like I was joking posting the fucking bill by going like that, balling out, and it was like $180 bill.
Yeah.
But like the fact that you would even post that is so wild.
Yeah.
for
It was
sure.
like perfect, but it gave you the suggestion in the.
Yeah,
to what-
18%.
It gave you the suggestion. No, it didn't even. 18% is
20,
this, 20 is
20
this.
and
So
25%.
Yeah, so I copied the 20%, wrote it down, and then everyone started going, "You're not tipping 20% because their 20% that they suggested didn't include tax." Which I do believe.
Well, you don't tip on the tax.
Some
That's
people
my
do.
most Jewish
A
belief.
lot of people will.
That's
I
my most
tip on the
Jewish
tax.
belief that my...
I think you're allowed to not tip on the tax.
You don't tip
Sure.
on the tax.
So people
Yeah.
went after you?
In the comments, they
The
said
fucking
they
what?
started calling me cheap.
The
Nah,
Legion of
fuck
Skanks
them.
incels?
Just a lot of fuckheads on the internet just want to.
Yeah.
They want to just tell you how
Everybody's
to
got
live
it.
your
I mean,
life.
yeah, everybody wants
There's a
to
lot of
live
sad men out there, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Women
You
aren't
think
really
so?
online. They're not really fun enough to
There
be
is
online.
a lot of sad. You
Women
ever
aren't
read
out
the-
there going, there's a reason why you fucking, men are just out there.
You ever read
Like
the
a
Kill
chick-
Tony Reddit? It's
Dude.
all guys just complaining
Dude,
about
all of
comics.
Reddit is fucking bullshit. But like, there's like every now and again you'll see a clip of some chick crying, going, "I'm 29 and I just want to find my soulmate, but everyone I go on a date with, we're not compatible." Or whatever. Then all the guys are going, "That's because you're a whore. You gotta lower your standards. You can't."
That's me.
It's like
I'm
everyone
going-
just
I'm
like
going,
for what
yeah,
it's worth-
they just hate her. Go, "This ha ha ha, you fuck."
I mean, if you're posting
if you're online,
videos on the internet of you crying
that's that's a bad
over stuff like this, you're
that's a
like,
bad look. That's a bad look, though.
Fair game.
For what it's worth,
But also, if you're commenting on that stuff, going, "That's why this is it," because you had, because you were a whore in college, and now it's like, but no one's talking to you.
Reddit
Yeah.
Massive Cock's a very positive Reddit.
Do you just post any cock and then people go, "That's
No,
massive"?
it's Massive Cock. You have to be like over 8 inches to post. On Reddit Massive. 5-minute break.
Just like silence, the room goes. You got to be over 8 inches.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm sure we're losing some viewers right now.
Because they're going over to Reddit.
Reddit
Massive
Massive
Cock.
Cock.
Here's the thing is, guys, and sound off in the comments, but I don't think anyone has an 8-inch cock. This is when every fucking
myth.
loser in the fucking world comes in and goes, hey, 8 is nothing. Yeah, 8 if I can't get it up, maybe.
DM me.
Says the guy with 4 followers on Twitter. Yeah, I actually have a huge cock, 10 inches.
Very
I thought
possible.
I stuck it in a girl once, came out her mouth. It was so big, fucking.
Retard-sized cock, retard strength, and retard-sized cock. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Retard size strength.
Retard strength is a real thing.
Is it?
And then, oh my God, yeah, because
I don't know if that's true, actually, because there's pretty frail ones.
Wouldn't
I
they be
think
dominating
the thing
the
is,
Olympics?
sometimes you'll get ones who are just like a fucking Nebraska offensive lineman, but the brain is kind of developmentally delayed. But then they
Look,
do have the strength.
probably
yeah.
on average, here's the way what it probably is. On average, stronger than the per pound, stronger, can probably lift things per
No.
pound. But on the high end, they're not winning Olympic gold.
no, they're
in
not
the real
winning
Olympics.
anything.
No.
They're not winning anything.
No,
Yeah.
Special Olympics, sure, but
Special Olympics, sure.
no, I disagree with that. I think on average they're not as strong.
You think tards are weaker?
they're not doing anything?
think
like
that's a
they're
myth?
not at the gym.
Oh, you're
They're-
right.
They're not
If-
at the gym.
that's
They're
what-
not doing
that's
anything.
what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
if you watch Special Olympics, they're
No,
pretty bad.
No, I
It's
saw
just
I
that-
saw a
I
guy
think
with a
the
fucking
thing is
the shot
'cause-
put. He fucking
Yeah, I think
chewed off his fucking his trainer's head.
I think the thing is sometimes they just like you
He
know
just-
they're just you get a huge body. You know, it's just like sometimes the lottery.
They
is
look like
because-
they're strong.
Well, there'll be some
They're shaped like a
massive
puck.
person,
Big
yeah.
heads.
Big heads, yeah.
Big heads.
You're like a bull. See that video of the bull getting out of the fucking... There was a bull in Oregon. They had like a rodeo, and in the middle, the guy gets fucking thrown off the bull or whatever.
And he got out of the
it jumped out into the crowd.
Great.
Got through the crowds out of the stadium. There's a bunch of people just standing around having beers. Some woman just sees the bull, runs at her. She sees it, like, in fairness, it's like half a second, but it's about 10 feet away, and you can see she goes, uh-oh. She got, like, she got flipped, and then before she hit the ground, she caught him again, flipped him again.
Oh,
and
man.
all these guys are on horses, like real cowboys on horses, fucking
Yeah, yeah.
chasing this fucking bull.
It's like the people who are watching
Dude,
the
what a
tsunami.
day! What a day for that bull, though. The
Yeah.
day he got back in,
yeah.
that's like a fucking Cool Hand Luke, and all the boys are like in the cells going, woo! He gets in, and all the boys, woo! And he's like, they put him in solitary. He's fucking the bull. He got out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the people that watch. I watched that video of people watching the tsunami come. That's fucking great. They're just standing at the pier.
I know. Oh, when they're getting photos, they're like, whoa, it's getting high. Better pull up my socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just like
the
some
first
guys'
is they
last
see
moments.
the water comes out so much. And
Yeah,
they're
And
like, that's
they're
weird.
like picking up their shit and stuff. Going, it's
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
a bit, it's getting a bit high. You go, yeah, say goodbye to your husband.
Think about it, everybody.
I
in
was
your
watching
fucking-
something about
in
the young
co-PP.
the young
You're all done.
the young Dryas theory. A mile high wave.
What's up?
The young Dryas. The
That's
younger
not it.
Dryas.
The young Dryas.
The younger Dryas.
I think you guys have both been making up shit.
Yeah,
You
that's
like
very
the
possible.
Gayer, getting gayer fever.
There's no Reddit massive cock.
So you're looking at?
That would be so funny.
The
I'm,
young- the
I'm
young-
looking up a question.
Where's your producer? Look it up, dude.
These guys send in questions on the Patreon. Patreon.com/Colum Tyrrell. Only $1 a month.
Are we doing ad reads
You
today?
get an extra. There is no ad
Yeah, we're
reads.
gonna take a 5
The
minute
ad
break for
reads have
ads.
died off. Although, look at this guy. Signed up for the year.
Sick.
Eric, $50 a year.
Let's fucking go.
Shout out to Eric.
Paying for my Uber back.
By the way, head up to patreon.com. When I hit 805.
Are we still doing
Subs.
the 08ers?
Yeah, 1008s.
1008ers.
We're not calling them the 08ers. No, it's just the 1008s.
1008ers.
Yeah, it's 1008 for the year. It's $1 a month. You can sign up for the year for 1008.
Yeah.
1008ers.
And the boys at the 1008. It's local 1008. Anyway, shut up.
That's pretty
Shut
good.
up. Fucking, that was the opposite of saying when I said shut up. That's what you just did. Let me read out the fucking shit.
Let him read.
I'm gonna go to an Eagles game and then we'll film the tailgate, and that's the next goal on the Patreon. Okay, and that's baseball, but the Eagles is football. So at 810 people, we're like 20 people away. So right now, if you have $1, head off to the patreon.com. You also get an extra episode every week, solo episode, me completely alone, going insane.
Sounds fun.
It's fun enough. It's fun enough. Sometimes you just do
Is
stuff.
that your Stanley Cup or is that the ladies?
This is my lady's old one, but
Oh,
the,
okay.
the handle fell off it. So
I lost.
they gave her a free one, and now I use
I
her old
lost
one.
absolutely. I don't want to say I lost respect for women, but the trend of them getting into
Cups.
Stanley's.
Cups. I was going, you guys are retards.
I'll tell you what,
This
it
is
is-
next level retardation.
It is
Yes.
great.
But here's the thing: is now we're in a world where they're able to convince us to buy anything, even all the shit that was gay and cheap,
Like what?
cups.
Oh,
Now
like
it's
the
expensive
Yeti,
cups.
the Yeti, the Stanley.
Those what are those dad shoes called? The
Crocs?
No, not even. Yeah, Crocs is a good example.
Yeah.
Now Crocs are the stylish things. What about the other type of shoes? The all the old dads would always wear
Flip
them.
flops?
No,
New
Asics
Balance.
or New Balance.
Yeah,
Balance.
New Balance.
New Balance is like trendy, hot.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
TikTok fuckheads.
Basically, like dressing like my grandfather in
Dude,
the 90s is like the.
But now everything is just $60. Everything
Yeah.
you want. So someday there's gonna be a TikTok guy who's like loves Bic pen, and we're all gonna be paying $12.99 for a fucking pen.
I'm not going to be.
Yeah, but I'll
No,
tell you-
those things are great for coffee.
I'll tell you what though. First of all, Stanley's a great brand. Shout out to the Stanley Blade. Many people have been slashed in the face for cheating on their husband with a Stanley Blade. So nothing wrong with that
What
one.
is it? What do they call it? The Glasgow Smile?
The Glasgow Smile. Yeah, sometimes they call that the Chelsea something too. All right, so here's some questions. If you want to get your questions read, you got to go to patreon.com/Colum Tyrrell. This is from Michael A. Petrillo. Hey, Colum and friends. Settle this. My girlfriend is Mexican. She wants to teach our future kids Spanish. Now, I don't know that fucking shit. Hey, easy. Who want blah 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 racist? So what's the move? Should I? That was also racist.
Can't read that on YouTube.
Should Should I raise the kids speaking Spanish, or should I not allow them to speak Spanish because I don't speak Spanish? All
Well,
right.
like, I mean, they're still going to speak English, though.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with learning a second
Yeah,
language.
but for the example, he said, who wants to be an immigrant in the DMV in their own home?
You know what? I just went to the DMV recently.
And what, they all speak in Spanish?
No, it was a very pleasant experience. They've changed it completely.
Yeah.
Like what I thought it was going to be like was like TV shows in the 90s. Now it's actually like running like a fucking
Really?
Fat.
Yeah, it was great, dude. It was like bing bang. You had to you make an appointment.
What
to
did you
get
go
in
for?
to get a New York State ID
For what?
so that I can get clear for the airport because you can't get it without some sort of
Yes.
American ID.
That's what I need to.
And dude, the chick was so nice, and like she was like, "Can I see some?" She needed like some ID for me, and then I handed her my Canadian driver's license, which you can't have both.
Yeah.
but I wanted to have it, and then she literally was like, "Shh," and she just handed
Oh,
it
she
back.
gave you a little
Yeah,
shh.
she gave me and just slid it back
What,
to me.
what
and-
did she look like?
She was a black girl. They all were.
Any other
she looks.
I mean, literally everybody works. there.
guys? So go down to DMV, New York, find any black woman.
Barclays Center.
She's fired.
No, but it was
I
like,
went to
dude,
that
dude, it literally ran like it was like 4 p.m. and it ran like just
That's
totally
great.
Did you-
fine machinery.
Did you get an American driver's license? Yeah.
No, well, that was the deal because
State ID.
technically, what I have to do is I probably shouldn't be admitting these crimes.
That's
but,
fine. Don't worry about it. Well, he talked about fucking that kid.
Yeah, that's true. So that'll take some heat off of
Yeah.
me. No, technically, if you have an Ontario driver's license, you can just swap it in and they'll give you a New York driver's license.
Right.
Bastard.
But I didn't want to do that because I always, in the end of the day, want to keep the option of if I ever need Canadian health
You want to
care.
go back? Oh yeah.
No,
yeah.
just to have Canadian health care. So, and it just seems easier to do it this way. So, and I just needed just like a New York State ID, not a driver's license.
yeah, that's what I need too.
Yeah.
For clear.
Dude,
I
it takes
You do
an
clear
hour.
too when you do the airports?
Of course. Yeah. On the
And-
Clear, but I gotta level up. Clear can get me outrageous. I missed my flight in Austin because of Clear.
No.
And
Now,
you know what I didn't
You don't
realize?
have to use Clear if you have it, right?
You don't.
Because
no,
sometimes I
you-
see the
you-
lines. I'm like,
dude,
it's quicker
that was
to
my
not use Clear.
But this is the problem: is I show up in Austin. The Clear
30
line is
minutes
down the
before.
road. I run up and I was like, I thought Clear was empty. It's like, you got to go back to the end of the line. I was like, all right, cool. Get back. I didn't realize I'm standing in line for fucking 45 minutes maybe. And I get to the front. Turns out the regular line was like empty.
yeah, sometimes the regular lines
but
are
like, it's like,
because
why-
they have so many more people.
But everyone's just stupid like sheep where you kind of assume the people in front of you have scoped this out. I'm still
No, they
furious
haven't.
about this to this day. And I said to the girl, I go, which one would be faster? When we finally got to the end, like I go, what would have been faster for you today? She goes, I don't know much about that. And I was like, yeah, no, but in your fucking, you've been here all day.
You work here.
You know.
Yeah,
And she
you
goes,
do.
yeah, you make your decisions which way you
She
want it to.
said- I mean,
Like,
it's
she was
good.
getting
A
like
lot of the
cunty.
good- a lot
And
of
I
the
go,
good
listen
here-
to me, you work in the airport, you fucking pig. You're like one step above someone who washes fucking hands in the fucking toilet. If you work in the airport, you are a fucking loser.
Yeah,
And you're black. Don't fucking start this.
Yeah, a lot of the airports though have like they'll say this is the time.
I know,
wait for
I
this
know,
section.
I know.
time,
Yeah,
wait
that's
for this
great.
section. How
Yeah.
late did you get there though?
I was, yeah, it was pretty late.
Yeah, you must have been pretty late.
Yeah, it was pretty late. It was my own fault. But I wouldn't have missed a fucking flight if it wasn't
As
for the
you
flight.
had.
But here's my thing. So, like, I had to get a driver's license when I moved here. And in Ireland, when they make you drive, they make you really learn how to drive. They genuinely, you got to do like an
Parallel
exam. It's actually
parking.
hard.
Toronto too.
Yeah,
There's actually no parallel parking test, but there's loads of stuff. I don't know why, because they just don't do parallel
Toronto,
parking.
they do. They won't
Yeah.
even tell you what they'll do. They'll get you to do a backup into a parking
Yeah.
spot, a parallel park. They'll go to take you on a side street. They'll tell you on the highway.
How do
Yo,
you know this? You don't have a license.
I had a license 20 years ago, though.
Oh, did you?
I did it. I don't
Anyway,
want-
but I came over here and then I was like, there was an exam. First of all, you got to do the exam where they give you a list of questions. But the exams in Ireland is literally hard. You genuinely have to study. You got to figure it out. And I studied like I was in Ireland, and I show up and I was literally, it's on a computer and there's like multi-choice. It's like, you've just drank 12 beers. You've drank 12 beers and you don't have a driver's license. Do you A, get in a car? Where do you go for a piss? What do you? All right, let's just wait. Where are you going?
Well, weak
We're
bladder.
gonna be
bitch.
gone by the time. Oh my god, just a little stain, a little fucking
snail
little
trail.
snail trail in the middle of a fucking. Jesus, if you squirted on my fucking couch, that would be the wildest JJ. PP, more like. Should we just wait until he's back?
No,
Should we leave until he's gone?
that would be funny.
If he came back and he was gone.
Show yourself out.
Yeah. I've got this sketch idea I'm gonna do. So don't steal it, folks. Well, the question is, but can I? How do I need to get away with watching? I need to play like TV shows on it, and then I like react to the scene. Like, you ever see those ones where it's always like real mechanic reacts to the Fast and the Furious, and
Yeah.
then they show a little scene, and then he's like,
Yeah.
no, never worked. This type of shit. Can I get away with that also?
What do you mean get away with it?
Like, because I don't want to put a clip of Fast and Furious in my YouTube video.
yeah,
and
that
then-
counts as fair use.
Is it fair use?
As long as it's transformative, it's
As long
it's
as like I'm like
considered fair use.
Yeah, okay.
So you can do that, yeah, because it's considered transformative.
JJ's performative in there.
Yeah, but the thing is, he wouldn't be doing that
Of course.
if he didn't know that this was happening.
Yeah, he's trying to be funny.
Yeah, he's-
JJ's whole life is trying to be funny. But I read a study before too with laughters like that. Like if they stick you in front of a TV and they play some comedy, and someone's in a room next door, you will laugh louder than if you're on your own.
Interesting.
They ran a study, and
That makes
everyone
sense.
does it. There's like, because there's a weird like subconscious communication of laughter.
Yeah.
Do you ever just watch a movie on your own and you kind of like, you just watch it, but like if you're with someone, you're like, that's so funny.
Sure, yeah. I can't remember what movie.
That's
I
why you
watched
got to go to
recently.
live comedy, everyone. Go
Let
to
me-
live comedy, columtyrrell.com for all
No.
those dates.
let me just say something.
Oh, please. About time you fucking chimed in.
So I
It's about
pissed.
time we heard from JJ.
In 1987, I was playing volleyball with this Indian man. And I just sucked off his cock, and my throat was sore because it was so smelly and
I don't-
spicy.
I don't blow Indian dudes.
Whoa!
I took a piss here, and you have a bidet.
Oh, and a bidet to you, sir, yeah?
Dude, I just got a bidet installed in my place 2 months ago.
Oh.
I don't know.
There's a little bit of a Maniscalco rhythm to your
I
talking.
don't
Did you ever know that?
I don't know.
I just got a bidet.
should I do
And
that?
it blew up my ass. I'm telling you, I'm not gay, but a bidet up my ass. I'm not a
it's
pervert.
amazing. It's unbelievable.
bidet. I don't give a fuck.
You don't care?
No, bidets do nothing for me, man.
You know what it is?
I'm a wet wipe guy.
Really? I'm
Realistically,
a
I'm just a dry. I'm wet wipe and dry wipe.
No.
You know
I
what's
love
funny?
it.
So there's like all the Indian street food videos on Instagram and stuff. You ever see them where they're like,
No.
and the hygiene is like atrocious
Good,
sometimes.
good.
They look disgusting. But anyway, so
haven't seen those
people
videos,
in the
but
oh really?
We have a different algorithm.
yeah.
This one?
Mine are
Yeah.
usually mine are usually Jews at the bank.
Dude, there's one. The worst one by far is this guy. It's like some very poor part of India, and the guy's got one arm, and he's making these like dough things that are like these flattened dough things to cook, and he literally takes a ball of dough, he puts it under his armpit, he squeezes it, and then he takes it out.
And he's just sweating. It's a bit of blood. He has a very good, very spicy.
But so in the comments, all these people are being like racist.
Left arm onion, right arm no onion.
But in the comments, all these people are being racist towards Indian people, being like, this is disgusting. But then the Indians are fighting back, and their big diss is they go, you wipe your ass with toilet paper.
Oh, that's what they say.
They're like, we don't want to hear shit from you Americans who are wiping your ass with toilet paper, telling us about hygiene.
They have a point.
Yeah.
I never wipe my ass anymore. I just fucking go on there. I was making.
You still gotta wipe your ass.
No.
It doesn't power. No, it doesn't.
No,
No.
mine. I have.
Does it have the thing where it like comes the telescopic? Where like,
You can push it forward and back like so. It can go
Yes,
like
I have that.
But that's not. It's not good enough.
It's
I'm telling you, do it. You got to do it.
I do the occasional wet wipe when I put too much power on my taint, and it's got and
You got
it
you got to
drips.
do a test here.
Yeah, I do sometimes.
There's got to do.
I can tell now. I'm so
Here's what I
savant.
do. Power hose your ass with the bidet, and then come in with a fucking fresh white fucking
Sure, once in a while.
tissue. Wipe it and see if there's any if there's a stain.
There's
and then
no stains.
dude.
I ride
where's
it.
it going when it's power hosed off? It's. You think it's
just think
going
you
down?
pressure wash a
Yeah,
car.
where the dirty water goes into the gutter, the shit what just drips down your ass then.
It drips into the bowl.
No, your ass cheeks are all
I'm
dirty.
telling you, I've mastered I ride like how the.
For a guy who eats ass, I'm sure you.
I don't like to eat ass anymore.
Do you get your ass eaten?
Occasionally.
Yuck.
Disgusting.
Next question.
No, that was the.
By the way, a Spanish guy fucking get your daughter to cook. Teach her how to make Mexican food. I love Mexican food.
You should learn Spanish, you dipshit.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the end of it.
Yeah.
No, what I always need to
mean,
learn a couple of languages.
How many people in the world speak Spanish?
Why don't you fuck with the system and instead of learn French and then you speak French around your fucking
You got to be
Spanish?
covered for at least 500 million people in the world. if
Yeah,
speak
you should
Spanish.
definitely. That's
Dude,
great.
Mexico's an amazing place. You go to Mexico all the time.
I've been there once or twice.
I just went.
Mexico
It was
City.
amazing.
You just went.
amazing.
there.
I just went.
Mexico City is like one of my favorite places. Most
So
favorite
much
place
fun.
I've ever been.
Did you go to see the wrestlers?
No, we didn't get a chance.
Did
no.
you eat the street food?
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
it's amazing.
Amazing.
Street
isn't it?
food was incredible.
Guacamole?
The little boat thing we did was
What
fucking.
boat thing?
We went down some river on these old boats with
Yeah.
these guys with almost like fucking. It's like Venice
like
almost.
Venice,
with
They
you.
Yeah.
sing to you?
They can sing.
But
Yeah.
I
I didn't
don't
do
wanna-
that. There was a crazy.
That's great.
There was a
man.
crazy earthquake when I was there.
Was there?
Like an insane.
Yeah, he stepped out of his hotel.
El Cupalacha. Nice.
Yeah.
Affirmation.
Yeah. And then the food there was insane. I didn't know how good the food was going to be.
Yeah.
Not just the street
Oh, the
food,
food's incredible.
but restaurants. Food.
Mexican-
Dude, there's like some of the best
pastries-
restaurants in the world.
The pastries are insane.
Yeah.
And I do feel like a little girl to say it, but the pastries in
Horchata.
Mexico City made me come in my. Every fucking thing I ate was the best.
Dude, so good.
And not that expensive, eh?
Cheap as fuck.
Cheap as
yeah.
fuck.
Hey, pal.
Not big cartel. You don't.
No, the cartels are not in Mexico City.
Where are they?
They're more just like
Coastals.
border towns.
I don't think they care
Mexico
about.
City's like not on the water. It's
They don't
Yeah,
want
yeah.
heat.
Did you go to that crazy Carlos Slim, that free museum he has?
No.
It's like the richest man in Mexico. He's like one of the richest men in the world, and he has like his art collection. It's in this like building. It's all like mirrored on the
Oh, it is?
outside. Like, and it's near this giant mall. I want to say it's like in Zona Rosa. Or something.
I went to Frida, the girl with the one eyebrow.
Yeah, her house.
Yeah, I went to see that shit.
Yeah, I saw that
whatever.
too.
She's like the Paris Hilton of fucking Mexico, if you ask me.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, she's great, and she was like, nah, she's a rich kid, and she was able to hang out with rich
Yeah,
people.
the house is like whatever.
And then they like read, and I don't know if you notice if you read like what the house is great. Obviously, the house is a great house,
Yeah.
and sure, but which was nice in the 1920s when you didn't have anything to entertain you. So people would invite you over and go, "Hey, do you want to have a look at my plants?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna rock out for some plants tonight."
Oh yeah, there's a nice
Now we
garden
have like
there.
fucking deep crust pizza and shit
Yeah.
and TikTok, so we don't.
So did you have to do tourist things because of the girlfriend, or was
I
it?
don't mind doing the tourist things.
Really?
Actually. I like doing the tourist.
I like
things.
to hang out and go to a coffee shop.
You don't go on a vacation. I've never known you to have gone on a vacation.
I like to. Yeah, whenever I'm on
Literally-
the Champs Elysees.
Fair
Yeah, I've
enough.
I'm not a
literally never-
pervert, but this French.
I'm not a pervert, but I just
don't-
came in this croissant and ate it.
I don't like to do all these touristy. I don't like having an agenda.
I
like
love
to,
the touristy stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I like,
Some
to,
stuff's awesome.
I like a coffee.
Anyway, I went to that
well,
free.
coffee's like 30 minutes of your day in the morning. Where you
But
just
I-
drink coffee all day?
I like
Yeah.
to go to a coffee shop and get it out of a smaller cup.
Yeah,
and
but then
drink
again,
Well,
and then-
I'll tell you
and
about
then what?
I'll tell you about Mexico. There's a lot of the coffee culture is big there too, and
Great.
they're all sitting outside the cafes.
That's what I like.
That's why you look at New York. You go, you need to wipe out a couple of these side streets and turn them into like outdoor seating.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great, yeah.
And also, there's not a fucking tree in all of fucking Manhattan.
Yeah.
You know, over in Mexico, you barely get any sun in Mexico City because all just big, huge trees.
Really?
Wherever you go, it's
Yeah.
nice.
Oh,
yeah.
that must be
It's
really
really
nice.
surprised me how fucking good it was.
That's
Mexico City is one of the most underrated cities I've
yeah.
ever been to.
That's why I
and
run-
it's relatively close.
I was telling
Yeah.
Danny, I run. The only place I get fresh air is by my house. There's a beautiful cemetery.
Yeah,
and I go
when
for
you're
a-
chasing gay guys down the road.
And I run in the cemetery, and it honestly smells so nice because it's clean grass, flowers, and I'm like, that's the only place in New York City.
Tears.
Tears.
You get the smell of tears.
Smell of
There's
tears.
salt water in the tears.
Trail
Right.
of tears.
But it's a nice place to go for a jog because it's so peaceful.
Cemetery.
Oh my God, it's so peaceful.
How long does someone have to be dead before it's not offensive to walk on their grave? Like, do you ever be at like a real old graveyard?
I was just at a funeral and I was
walking.
walking all over graves, to be
Yeah,
honest.
Really?
You were just cutting
Well,
straight
it just you
across.
couldn't. It was hard to get around,
Did someone you knew?
my grandmother.
Oh,
And,
And what was the name though on the people on the graves?
they were all
It was like
Jewish. It was a
Mohammed
Jewish
and shit.
cemetery.
When was this?
it was a Jewish.
When was this?
Yeah.
Like a month ago.
Oh, that sucks.
Do Jews, when they are burying each other, do you dig up the old coffins and lobby back in to save money? Do you?
No, but Jews actually.
Do you guys rent out the end of your coffin? You know
no,
what I
but
mean?
Jews actually do. Don't do those super ornate coffins that like Christians do. Jews do like basic pine boxes.
Yes, basic.
Like it's super
Why is
basic.
that?
So it dissolves
Just
fast.
for-
Yeah, throw me in a paper bag, dude.
I mean,
Fucking-
I don't know why. I guess.
Yeah,
I
they
don't-
do the very-
I'm sure there's some religious reason behind it, but at the end of the day, know it's to save a couple of shekels.
Maybe.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. All right, listen, let's get the fuck out of here. That's the pod. Make sure you follow the boys. Danny Polishchuk,
Yep.
JJ Liberman.
We're doing your show next week.
Oh, you are? Yeah, cool. Which one? The one on Tuesday?
Yeah. Do we
No, I
not
will
plug
not be-
this?
Every Tuesday night, New York City, downtown social, only $5.
Amazing.
Colum Tyrrell and friends. We got the show's cancelled tonight. We got a message saying that the bar was shut down.
Oh.
What happened?
I don't know. They just said, "Hey, bar shut down tonight. See you next week." You know, right? New York.
The wings there looked good. I didn't eat them, but,
That place smells amazing.
but the
It's-
wings looked really
Yes.
good.
Come on down every Tuesday night. $5. The New York's best comedians. And,
Well,
and JJ.
JJ.
Hey! Get the fuck off me. All right, folks. Patreon.com/Colum Tyrrell.
Do you think black comics ever have knee problems from hitting them?
Yeah, of course.
Like, do you think there's some black comic who's like, "Fuck, my knees." fucked."
I think it's like Thai boxers' fucking shins, where it's just fucking it's just hard.
calloused.
Yeah,
It's like
absolutely.
no nerves in there.
I feel bad for the microphone, to be honest. I guess so, yeah. Well, that was a good little buzzer beater of a joke. I do know of a sit down. I do know of a black comedian that in his rider was that they had to have fresh the heads on them. What do you call these?
The covers.
Like this.
Yeah.
Because the guy would do so many act outs where you throw it on the ground and he would pretend that I was his dick. It around the place because he has this big dick.
Yeah.
And so then they had to replace it because it got all the dents in it. So every single show they would have to replace the head of the fucking mic because he would hit it around the place so much.
Ah, that's great.
I didn't even know that was possible. That's like a year's worth of microphone.
Or several years. Later.